I'm James Hutchins. I'm a senior at Grand Valley State University. I'm studying hospitality. And through the Intern Group, I did the London program for 8 weeks. I lived in the United Kingdom for 3 years, my eighth grade through sophomore year of high school. So I lived there with my family, and I wanted to go back to the United Kingdom, and then that's how I found the Intern Group with their London option. Yeah, so I had the opportunity to intern at Bread Truffle, which is a authentic Italian focaccia shop, and that was really cool because they said I could look into things as like such as like HR. So I got to get some training in HR, and I also got to see a lot of things that go on like in the operations there that I wouldn't expect before because I'd never worked in a role like that before. I think it helped me grow professionally, like in the way I carry myself, probably. Also, like routine as well. Um, just making sure I was like punctual, like getting there on time was a little bit of a struggle some days with like adjusting to the time zone and when I first started. Um, but yeah, it definitely kept me like on a good routine as well. I think personally, I think stepping out and going to some of like the networking events was where I needed a push. But once I finally went to some of them, it was a good experience. Getting to meet other interns in the same situation as you is always good. I liked that it was a lot bigger than what I'm used to. Just like I'm not used to being in huge cities. At first, it was super overwhelming, but I think I needed to go to a city like London to like step out of my comfort zone for sure. Because then it was like nothing. The public transportation I was used to it. I was used to people being there. Very supportive. The person that like texted me was really good about checking up on me like once every couple weeks, making sure if there's anything I need. I didn't need too much. I hope I didn't, but they were very helpful. Okay, I think this role, the number one thing I got from it was like what I learned is paying attention to details of things, because I'm not always a super detailed person and not the best at communication. But one of the things like my employer always said to me was like pay attention to details, and it was like for no matter what I was doing, like um, so I think that was like a big takeaway. Like you really need to, before you start something you're doing at work, like you need to make sure you know everything before you start it. And a lot of that will come from like figuring things out on your own. So I think like thinking independently and not like asking for like help on everything you're doing is important because you have to learn by like just doing and working. So it's definitely like independent thinking and paying attention to details is what I can offer now that I couldn't before. I would say that if you're thinking about applying for the Intern Group program, that it's a great idea. I think that it helps you in like the social aspects, especially as like stepping out of your comfort zone if you're not used to doing that, and also like being in a new, like just a whole new place like on your own is a great thing. For me, I'd never lived alone. Like even in university, like I still don't live alone. I have roommates, and I'd say that was like a thing, living on my own for 2 months and in the United Kingdom, away from everyone. It was a really good like opportunity to kind of like just be by myself and kind of become more independent. And as far as working goes, it's definitely good to get used to work culture, like in a new environment. And it's also good because you're getting opportunities that you might not have, like even if you lacked experience. Because I felt like I was placed in a job that I might have needed or could have used more experience for, but I was given that opportunity. So you can find a job that like you weren't quite qualified for and try it for a couple months. So I think it's a really good opportunity for that as well.